The key to life, no other than the who? They say they call him the Jesus Christ to protect the life. See, when I feel him, I feel alive. But I move on, so I got to thrive. I had to see through my eyes. But I got expectation for staying this. But I don't even realize that my morals and values and ethics don't even up with the things I'm doing, and such as what? See, I'm smoking and drinking. What? I got expectation of what people thinking. So I'm looking for validation because I'm looking for all the reason. But I gotta keep throwing them back. So I'm sipping and I'm drinking. See, I'm not eating from the rest of the manifold. So I'm trying to get over to the manfold. So hold up, slow it up. I got time just to pull it up. I gotta go puff, 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 give to the past that. See, if she don't like me, she could pass that. See, I should have paid, so I passed that. But she don't mind what I say, cause I passed that. See, but we look at the pay for it. See, we're looking at the price of warfare we ain't slave for. See, but that don't get there. So if I don't do this and I don't get hurt, so even this and I don't get there, but then it don't matter because the mind she don't have change is being rearranged in this faster than the slaves in it. See, I said it again because we ain't getting it. See, we sitting here, we talking it, we calling me niggas and bitches, but you saying I'm stronger yet. See, I hate black people, but I'm part of them. But I hate black women, but I'm birthed from them. See, they don't even understand. See, that's that concept. See, that's that dialect we don't even want to get into yet. That's the key of life, but no other than Jesus Christ. But the blood was slain, but it's so dirty. But that's why you need to wash the water over us to purify us. See, we don't even get that yet. See, you expected the man to be a man, but the man don't even have nobody to fall back on. See, because he supposed to be a man, he's supposed to stand. He supposed to be a man, he's supposed to do all things. But they had the picture wrong to Atlas. He was holding up the world with his hand, but he don't bring life. So where was his woman at to show him that he can stand? See, he can wear his strength at, where the persecution. I'm getting it some of the same women that supposed to love me. Don't matter what I do, ain't still ain't even good enough. See, I did it for my mother, my sister, the women that I loved, and I showed and I cherished, and I looked at them above. But still, I fall short. See, I bow down and I keep prayers and I keep trying to show me what I haven't found. So he says, you keep seeking and finding, time will come, you will prevail. But the trials and tribulation is still killing me over. Then I'm not even doing well, but I need help. But she keep wanting me to pay for everything that I do. Even time we go out, because she paid for her hair. But she chose that. See, I told her she was beautiful when she's all natural. But she still don't see that because she's looking for the world to validate her. But even if I tell her that I love her, she's still looking for other people to say they need more attention. She's not looking for the one above her. She keeps saying that she want a great man, but a man keep walking in her life, but she letting the man that beat her come out of her life. That's giving him all the sex then. See, she holding it accountable to him from her past. See, she wonder why the things we have won't last because she don't even reciprocate the thing what we've been through. See, she keep trying to show me what the things that I not do. But telling me I'm not even a man, I'm not worthy. But she can't, why I don't let her speak? Because we ain't communicating effectively. But our mind's gone. We've been trained as foster. We so been so gone. See, I'm all over you. But I know when I follow the Father, He shows me. See, in the spirit, He teaches. He showed me. But the true meaning of Him, He's a guider. He's not a hater. He's a father to us. So He gonna always love us. See, when the people don't, they're looking for more expectations. See, they didn't even consult you. They didn't even want to compromise. They just wanted to take from you. But we don't know we in the world yet. They here to kill us. See, my rhymes may not be the best for the same man, but I'm not looking for you to feel me. I'm here you to take my words, place them into the right places, and then line them up. See, I'm talking about the domino effect. See, I ain't talking about men and women are niggas and bitches. I ain't talking about guns on the street. I'm looking for solutions. See, we passed up, but I gotta eat, so I need my food with the heat. That's the only way I warm up. See, we connect the dots to line. See, there is no links to what we found. We just supposed to believe and just we supposed to find. That's cool, but that's what I don't go through. See, I look for things that's gonna metaphorically and change me, make me a better man, make me improve. See, I got my reinforcements, my empowerments, and my affirmation. That's good for me. See, that's good food, so I digest it. So I'm no longer hungry. But see, we don't have no purpose. Things the way it is, just the way it is. That's traditionally taught, fostered, and nurtured. See, These are all connected because this is how I live my life. See, my style is not to break it down to another place in vision. It's a place in the vision that my God had for me, but he the creator. So he got provision. See, that's moving forward. See, we gonna want change, but that sounded evil in the eyes of the man, since the skin color of the man didn't come from the white man. See, he your savior. See, where you think the mommies and poppies and bed witches and daddies came from? Only one that I know, that's my daddy. That's the one that birthed me, son. You the father's son. But you saying he is, but you living wrong. But you wonder why you falling because you living in the streets, man. See, hold on. See, you got to place it on. Look at all that music you listen to. Them are bad songs. They ain't talking about marriage, togetherness, and matrimony. See, the matrimony don't even bring you together. That's the bond you in. But you love to be binded up, restricted, and not uplifted. See, you want to be put in a right picture because everybody like to Instagram you, Snapchat, Facebook. See, them all the things that to make them keep looking at you, but nobody know the real you. I remember you used to put your diaries up. You used to lock them in the drawer. You ain't want nobody to read them. Now this is my current situation. So you need to eat it up. So that's how you get fed. So you need them to cohort to what you believe in. But if they don't trust in you, see, I call myself a seeker and knower. Because it's no longer, I have no reason I can't pick up a book and know more. I got an electronic device right here in front of my face. I can't Google? Yeah, right. I don't got a library card, man. So how you telling me you know what you talking about and you ain't even doing the courtesy to make dudes to go to the right fight? So I got on boxing glove to a boxing match. You bringing the gun to a knife fight. So what are you talking about? You don't even have the right tools still. You say mine's is bigger, but I'm not on that. Because when you run out of bullets, I got a sword that'll take you down. That take you like a samurai and then smite you and say, look at your blood, pit all over the place. See, you don't see the bigger picture. So you want to eat, grind hard, but you don't know what eat, grind hard don't even mean that you taking away from your brothers and sisters because you a dope dealer. See, nobody taught you. They say you just misguided. What about when you mature? You became a man, you adult, you went into the hood. Then you found a woman that had the kids already, but she telling you less than since you don't pay for all her foods and her finances. But I didn't bring her to this. She got a concept to understand that it takes two people to tango. It don't make one just to create it, but it takes one seed just to penetrate it. But we all blinded. See, we gonna stay this way. That's the things we love how it paved the way. See, in the new era we in, talk about men are real, women are fake, we this, we that. So when we gonna bring that back? When I care about you more than the fact that I gave you a couple dollars just to handle some business that you had no business following. Oh, I gotta bring it back. I ain't got enough likes on my page. I ain't got enough hits. I ain't got enough people follow me and ain't enough subscribers. See, I'm not doing it just for the gist of it. See, I ain't got a Patreon. I ain't got a PayPal. I ain't got nothing to support me, but I know I can go to work. See, we forgot about that. See, the perception that you perceive, it left you lonely because you wanted to get all this in a fallacy. That's all but greed. See, that's gluttony too. See, we don't talk about jealousy. We don't talk about the sins, the curse that brought us in, that kept us binded and restricted to the no finding love again. But we don't notice that there's other words, the unloving and adulterous world. So we're going to take away and keep hurting each other. Don't matter how much I bring to you, you want to give away. But I'm not here to give away. I'm here to bring a light. I'm here to bring a truth. All truth, they're no longer that you follow. They're not trying to teach you. They're not even trying to guide you. So many kids, this off the rhyme now. Good morning. It is 0800 hours and 2 minutes. Wednesday, August 15, 2018. It's the world of life is so lost right now. It's lost. It's so lost. Every time someone speak from their heart, they angry, they hurt and bitter. But when you got a question, it's like, this is the way it's supposed to be. Then with your question follows, do you care about me? I didn't care so much that I'm doing it. I'm saying, what is the reason? People like, you got too many questions. You controversial. But it's okay for you to go home and watch Love and Basketball, and you wonder why you and your husband or your boyfriend or the man you with or the women you with don't get along. That's producing. They say, you not, you want to be ratchet. You not the first to say, you don't know no nan ho. That was first in early 2000. You're not the creator of. I spoke on hey hey hey. You didn't create hey hey hey. Thirsty. I was watching Family Matters. Steve Urkel called the young lady Myra, rest her soul, thirsty in the locker room. She following the man. That's where thirsty came from. Lean with it, rock with it. I was watching the Cosby Show, and the mother, Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad, whatever their real names in there. Rudy was the daughter, the Huxtables, and they was gonna lean with it, rock with it on the stairwell, like. And Rudy was like she was singing that old song. I like that song because the grandparents' anniversary, they had went out and came back and they sung to him. So like, it was a great episode. I remember the episode 36, 66, 26, or whatever episodes called Brotherly Love by the Wayans Brothers. Marlon Wayne was doing a jerk. He always done that dance. My sister did this dance like dun, dun, and I seen the Aaliyah video. It was stupid. Now we see the flossing. We keep thinking this is new. Everything is being modified. Like it's a dance crew called Les Twins. They're twins. Everybody, all this demonic, they connect. You know that we connect from the long. We don't even have our connection. We think connecting to people on a super spiritual level. I mean, like supernatural level is like if they took 6 kids and put their finger under the chair. So they call it witchcraft. But which craft are you using? And they don't have the connection. Then they stop. They do something. They don't say some crazy words. It's like words that's connecting to like, we all are one. We can be one. That is powerful. And they lift that person up with their finger. People find that to be weird. You just called on a spirit that the creators want me to call on. When I go to a woman, the creator want me to call on him. That's what people fail to realize. It's not just it's because we all know the book is not 100%, but some people believe that the book is 100% truth. Even in that, you still supposed to call on them to say, is this correct? But you're basing only solely off a word of a man or a thought of a man. Like my question was, that's why I say life. What is life? As we living? Women say men is supposed to pay. I was like, first date, you gotta, but all the time, because women like to just say one thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm past that now. Let's get on this. And the women like, you not a man. I was like, hold on, what did? And they kept, and I learned even then this young dude, he like 25. He said that, and he's like, well, that don't make a man. That's make a gentleman. But he kept going over the fact that I was only talking about paying. I was like, so you determining me being a gentleman, a good man based on how much money I give out. Then the spirit had led me to say this. It's okay for the man to pay for everything. That's a man, right? But we say, and I tell this, and the spirit led me to this, just like the spirit, I'm going to start sharing what the spirit have led me to more and more. Because the world need it. Because the world is craving, is hunger. These children are craving for understanding, for love. Not just saying, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way. It's like we just curse ourselves and say, a woman said, that's just the way it is. Your creator said, you have missed out on a good man because the world said this. People like, well, the Christianization, Muslim, this is all of it. The Torah is watered down. I'm not just talking about Christianity. I'm talking about religion is watered down. You telling me this is the way it is. Don't matter what happens. Don't matter if that's just the way it is. If you're good here and you're good here, that don't matter. Because that back then didn't matter that you slutted around as a man or a woman. Yeah, you gotta ask. That don't matter that you had a whole bunch of kids with the people you shouldn't have had kids. That don't matter. It's about your today. That didn't matter at all. Hold on. Wait, that didn't matter. Did I hear you birth some kids? This woman having a problem with her daughter. But she the one that a man supposed to always pay. I'm like, man, your focus is totally off. She crying about her daughter. What's wrong with her 21-year-old daughter? I have some solutions, some answers, but she wasn't ready to hear them. The spirit said, back off. And then when I got into that question, I was like, that's how it go? So you're money minded, but you're not spiritually minded for your daughter to get guidance? Right. You rather take from a man. You rather take from a man. That's all I see that as. You rather take from him. The only struggle a woman should have is putting on her pants when she gain a little weight. That shouldn't be her only struggle. That's not my only struggle. Well, if that should be our only struggle, I can't help her when she goes spend $1,500 on a lace thin weave. I didn't tell her she need that to prepare for me. Who is she preparing that for? She made good money, but she can't afford her bills. We keep saying $50,000 a year is not enough for a one child and one woman family. That's $4,200 take home. I'm talking about literally. I'm talking about you taking home. You make $50,000. You make $50,000. Take home money a year. You make four. You telling me $4,200? What is you paying for? I'm not saying don't get better, don't thrive for a better income, but at 42,000, 4,200. That's $4,200 a month. I'm trying to think. When I was in the military, if I can do my math right, only like for a month or like for three, like almost close to a year, I made $1,500 a week. And I was thinking, if I did some math right now, since I need to start defining with you, and I'm not a good math person, but we about to do some. Do I have a calculator on my phone, on my tablet? We don't need the calculator. We're going to do some jacked up math. You can laugh. You can say I'm not good at math or whatever it may be. But we about to do some math here. This was one of my topics I was going to have about investments. Because with an investment of life, you are the investment, not the money, not the career, not that you took the time out to go to school. That wasn't the real investment. The investment was to get you to where you need to get you over the top of where you need to go. And if you're not right within yourself, you can't go nowhere. Because we all wonder why our child are messed up, but we don't take the time out with the child. I'm going to wait because I want to do the correct math. But I know if I'm going to really wait because that's going to be silly to do the wrong math. When I get better prepared, when I get my desk and everything set up, that'll be very soon. Like a person never met me and never seen me, and it's at my pace. It's gonna be very soon. But it's almost like we setting ourselves up for doom. And I just got motivated because I typed in the guy. Like his wife looked like the Tia Tamir, but she just looked like the lady. He said he woke up and read an article. Should a man should always pay? The man should always pay. Always. And that's what the women say. The caliber. Remember I was just talking about the caliber? That's funny that she said the word. That's what touched me. Great, you said that. She said the caliber of man that you wouldn't be the caliber because I'm not paying for your food. And that started getting me to thinking because I'm a man. I'm not like a woman where my feelings they think my feelings and emotions. She's like, you taking it personal. I was like, I'm not taking it personal. But when you started, when you included me and said that would not make you a real man, I say, what don't make that man? And they kept saying words. They kept adding words. And then even the young man, he said that would make a gentleman. So I was like, you changed the terminology. And I was like, your father said you should never take care of a man. You should never take care of a man. But I was like, when is it paying for a meal and taking care of a man? But she got that in her head. So I'm like, you associating your whole life with one meal. You're associating your whole time with me with one little check, one little payment, one investment. I'm investing my time in you and effort. See, somebody brought that up and I said, thank you. I said, pay my money spent on you should not always be the key factor of a second or third or fourth date. But somehow it is. Somehow factors of another date presumably always tend back to what did I do for her? What did he do for, what did she do? I don't want her to do. Because if I'm going to always pay, because then I can say, because a woman said, I asked the woman, can she cook? She said, can you build a house? I was like, but then that goes back. That means a woman should, and it would make sense to women. And like logic, I try to use logic. And I was like, why is we not logical? Why is logic not in play when it comes to our creator? Did he throw away logic? Because I couldn't find the scripture of him throwing away logic. Because it's like if it's a hole in the ground and you walk in the hole and it's kind of deep, it's jagged rocks at the bottom with spikes. I know I'm gonna get hurt. I know I'm gonna hurt myself. But if I keep praying and not actually walking around the hole, I'm gonna not get hurt. I never read that before. I never known a man that did. Logic is beneath me right now because I'm still trying to understand why. How long I get hurt? Well, that's how I gracefully fall in between the jagged rocks and the spikes. Yeah, and that's one out of how many people that would happen to. You're like, well, God was saving me. The Creator saved you. But how many times he's going to ask you to be like, I gave you some sense. Like you got a brain there. You might want to walk around or cover the hole up or go down a hole a certain way, like go down the sides, like slide down where there's no, and remove those spikes and those rocks, smooth out the ground, put some soft barriers down. Yeah, like, like if you was in a ball, like if you want to learn how to flip, you go into a pit of balls, real soft balls, and you put them all together. It's a ball pit. Like it softens your fall. Why don't you want to soften your fall? And that's what I came to like I don't understand. Why in life, logic, it's like, did I write, is it logical to make sense? I'm saying it like this because it's like a question mark. Because I like to challenge people's minds. So if you're going to pay for all of that to go on a date, why would you even offer to pay? But you really don't want to pay. That's not fair to the other person. Because all you doing is setting yourself up now is for expectations that won't be met because you have not communicated. And it wasn't even effective because the effect that you had, that's what it became of. That's what make you a human being. That's what make you being here. You actually go over what, and I learned like, man, life is hard. Life is not easy. Because I try to draw understanding from all my aspects of life. Whether it works for me, where it didn't work for me. And I came to some conclusion of like, if I did it, I went to an event or a situation happened, it's like I didn't learn. Because if I got in a fight with a guy and we just walked away, we kind of like mentally squashed it. But it's not over because we have not talked it out. We have not talked it out. Why did we fight? How can we avoid the fight any other time after this? How can we avoid the thing? And a lot of it is personal. But even with another man, I got to talk it out and be like, yo, I felt a certain way. My heart to hurt. I don't have a woman or I have friends that hurt to go to. But I use this because I know there's young men and women out there was like, why is it this way? Nobody explained. Like a little kid asks you, why is the sky blue? We always say just because. And it's like, that's not a good reason. That's not even like an answer for the child. That's just a void question that you're just trying to get rid of. You're not really explaining it. Then you wondering why the child out there trying to touch the sky. Because he going to associate that color blue if he can see blue with water. And he going to look in water like, well, that must be the sky. So let me get into it. And nobody thinks about that. See, and it sounds stupid to people that a child would think that way. But a child is a sponge. So if he's saying, I'm trying to be a child and trying to learn, you just trying to tell me this is what it is, but why? People say you got too many. That's controversial. Why you want to? It's like, because I'm tired of just, if I found out that you was lying to me for a dumb reason or you had no knowledge of, it's like, I rather take your no knowledge of, cool. I take your tradition, but I don't have to follow it. But I'm okay with not following tradition. And the first, and everybody in their line, well, that's why you don't be the way you is. And in a lot of cases, it's nothing wrong with that person, but we don't curse them. We kind of bind them up or hit her up. So that's why you're gonna be the way, like it's a bad thing. It's like they shouldn't question. They shouldn't have any thought or no form about being alive. You just doing is not being alive. And we got to understand not all the perceptions that you perceive is the outcome. Because if your logic is your logic, because we want to use truth, I want to use logic in this sense because it's about life. Is your logic that don't make you gotta remember your logic gotta be logical to other people. It have to make sense too. It's not a just because. Life is not. I'm not here. That's like saying I'm here just because I gotta just help. It's like no, I got a more of a purpose, a mission, and I got a real reason to being here. And this is my reason. I found out I am solution resolve to an answer. And the word I didn't use the other live, and I was like, what's the other word? It's success. I am success. That don't make me less than just because I don't fit into your in children. They don't everybody don't fit in you don't fit into everybody they ideologies. Their ideas or thoughts and purposes that they got from the creator. Because I'm not gonna take away they didn't get from the creator, but that don't mean everybody fit in. You're not for everybody. Everybody is not for you, but that don't make it that you could not be in the same vicinity or area as a person and then work things out or to a common or to a grounds where you can just say, okay, I'm going to do it this way, you do it this way, but let's not clash with each other. Let's actually cast over, let's come together. Let's come COM with the E, add on. This to be together. Let's be together. Let's be. See, when you're being, it has an action and it has a direction. But without an action and direction, it's like I'm just doing this just because it excites it excites you. It excites your logic. I'm not doing it because I love you. Because I don't know you from a can of paint yet. Have love of you or for I have love of you because I love myself. I don't disrespect you. I don't dislike. I don't have no hate for you. I'm not jealous. I have nothing. I have no reason to come against you. I don't care if you made $1 trillion. People talk about what if he did wrong to get it. I don't know. Like what if he used your mother? It's like I'm still trying to figure that out. But I can't see what that what my mind would do would focus on the wrong thing. And people will say that's the same perception of what you're saying about, let's say, first date payment of a date. They're like, yo, focus on the wrong thing. I was like, well, she is too. We never even talked about. That's why I would go. That's why people that have great relationships actually talk. They talk to a dialect to communicate. They come in with a great understanding. You want me to understand you because it's your logic or it's your truth, but that's not why. It can be. I can understand your truth if you just not wanting me just to just take on what you have. I can take your truth. I can actually be with you. But you might have other reasons not wanting to be with me or being around me because that's your truth. Cool. But I'm okay with your truth. That truth not going to make or break me. It's not going to hurt me in the long run. It's not going to tell me, now if you're telling me to jump off a bridge into this hole and knowing I can hurt myself, that wouldn't make sense. Or to watch out and knowing good and well I can't see, but you really got my best of interest at heart. I'm gonna really take in until like they haven't steered me wrong. Let me walk this direction. Stay away from that area and let me see what happens. Like, man, I didn't get hurt. That's why with like my relationships, whereas men, I know the creator have guided me to meet good men in my life. Because I'm not a man that's out there really on a case of I'm not here trying to make you stumble as a young man or a woman or an adult. I'm really trying to see like let's get a purpose and a reason now. See, without a purpose and reason, you have no direction. Without a direction, you just liable to go anywhere. When you're liable. See, you're able to lie to you, and it's an able. That's the Cain. That's the able. You can be liable. See, you want to mess with words and wordplay, but nobody want to play by the words. And it's like I'm not gonna create a stumbling block for you, but I'm also tell you like, slow down, watch out. It looked good to you. Like they say, slow down. It really looked good to you, but it take a while. I really want to get to know you. I just want to be friends. That sounds like that Jay-Z song at first, the one joint. Oh, and it's like he want to be friends for a while. I really like to get to know you and know your name. But everything else that focus on from the beginning, the first what we call first impression, you really won't get to know his. He can't get to know you, and the first thing you want to call someone that has a different view, a hate. It's like, and it's not even a hating moment. It's like a learning experience moment. Like, hold on. He asked me a question for a reason. He didn't just want to hear my if you ask me for a question for a reason, I'm looking into your question. I just don't want to hear your theology, your take on it, even if it's been traditionally taught. You said the creator gave it to you. I'm quite sure the creator can help you explain it to me as well. Like my sister had said, she would never date a guy without a church that she was in the church. She don't go as much, but she still got that understanding of the creator in her own way. And she gonna work on a lot of other areas of health, but that's on her to work on. That's between her and the creator. But the creator was like, hold on. She's like, she would never date a man that don't have a car or house. I said, well, if you met a man that's working towards that, or what if he not? What if he just like getting to know who he is, his strength of his manhood, or his being of who he is as a man. I said, you got 6 years. What if you date him? Because you usually get average person get married within 3 to 6 years. And I was like, what you doing in your life? She's like, I want to get my master's. I'm like, that was like straight on perfect. Okay, this man, he got his degree, or he don't, or he finishing up. Y'all getting to know each other. So we want to say it's not dating, it's courting. And he's not able to afford a lot of things. But y'all do things collectively together. So he can afford it full-heartedly, because you just don't want to see. We talk about women, we don't take from a woman, a woman not but it's like, it's just I respect it, but in a way how women say it, it's not very respectable, because it throws out the other part of their life. Like, well, you produced this, you did that, and people say that do matters in your future, and I want to give you a reason why that matters. So she worked on her bachelor's or her master's and doctor's degree. That's going to take 2 to 3 years. Remember, we doing the 6 years. That's 2 or 3 years gone. So within them 2 or 3 years, he have now created a job, an income, or a business that's now making revenue. He's courting her. Now in another year or two, guess what happens? He gained this car or this house type of thing going on. He's able to afford it. Now you got a year or two left. Now you're really working on each other, getting to know each other. Now 6 years it was better back then, but it has changed over time. And I was like, now 6 years. And it's a quick way to explain it. Now 6 years has passed. Now he get in front of you on one knee. And women don't want to understand why a lot of men nowadays in life, it's kind of hard to show, like, because we want care and affection. And I tell people, we go, and then when we start arguing about what our views is, the other person that actually, my question became like, it was no longer a question. So you like you taking it personal because I was like, you made it personal. Because you just said that don't make a man a man. So I just said that wouldn't make me a. So I asked the question. I was like, stop, y'all not listening. Even the dude wasn't listening. He was like, I was raised by a woman, and I like that. That she made him respectable because his father wasn't there, just like mine. I said I respect that. But he said a gentleman pays for the first meal. He opened door. I was like, hold on, you going too far. And this is where I get lost. I was like, why does it matter that I'm paying? It don't shows my character. It don't show my. But women saw I would never go out with a man again. That if I had to pay or if I had an inclination of me paying. So I was like, so you don't matter what happens. Don't so long as he got money to pay, he got a car and a house. You would go out with him. That don't make up who the man is. Just like your degree, just like your now we'll get back. Just like your past don't make up who you are. But since you want to use that, but you got to use that towards yourself. So also looked at it as life. I would teach young men, pay attention to who she date. It's important. Pay attention to who you date. It's important because that lets you know, okay. And it really teach you what like work on. Like if I meet a guy who never wear a condom, he keep having babies, and it's hard for him to take care. And then he got a job and he's paying alimony. He's paying because he got divorced. It's like I want to take in that, but listen, it's not a diss to the people that's out there doing that. Because you learned from yourself. I had to understand this is this experience. I can look at somebody else's life and be like, what can I take from this? But if you telling me I have to do, I can't, I'm just getting taken from. Like I just got took from with no reason or cause. The effect is, and the women, they didn't want to listen to this. She's like, well, they also want to accumulate. You must don't have no money. I said whether I make $100 a week, 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion, or $100 trillion a week. My based on me paying, that still is not explaining why is that so important. And I guess women they call me a rebel that's controversial. So if I am controversial, and in the only conclusion that man and those two women and the women I have spoke to say, that's what end up making good men not eligible or worthy. If that's going to keep me uneligible and unworthy for a woman to love me, to show affection and care, and actually care about what goes in out of my body, how she perceives things, and not to show, I would have to, and I'm truly, and I'm going to keep saying that. It's okay. And it's going to be a time when I don't talk about relationship. Because I just want, this is like about me to people. I want, because there's men and women out there that's sitting there, they're hurt. They're wondering why the concept that he kept paying, why she don't like me. I treated her good. I opened her door. Why she don't like me? I don't hate people. Why she don't like me? And they're walking around this earth like, well, it don't matter that people, but nobody likes me because you got this good, it's people with these good hearts. And I want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to the people that keep saying they don't want to watch my video because I'm not saying words a certain way. I don't cater to their religion or their logic that it got truth, but it's not all truth. It don't have no, I can't say it don't have reasoning. Or my logic don't have it's too much reasoning. That's not enough. But when it comes to, I'm supposed to forget about your past. Say you was a porn star and I was a virgin. That's a big deal. And nobody don't want to look at life that way. Your past are not supposed to matter, right? But it's like, well, my life, I kept I started, when I started realizing when I was giving myself to women, not a virgin, I'm not a virgin, but when I was giving myself to women, it didn't matter because I didn't know her. That's what made me greater. Like to me, that made me a better man than my mind and my heart and then my soul of who I am, to make my whole of who I am. HOLEHOLY. There's no letter H, but we're going to use it for instructional purposes. Only. The H came into play like the letter J and Y. But I'm using for structure. But if that's making me together, so if I say together, put together, establish, why can't that be logically explained in the biblical sense, scriptural? This is what I am confused. I am more confused. Not I'm more confused because it hurts to see that this is the extraction of information young men and women is about to receive. And it's just gonna be traditionally fostered, nurtured, and breeded, BREED, into the spirit of the next generation. But it's gonna be no answer. They're gonna say, I'm a millennial, but I need an answer. See, they want more information. It's like more information. But isn't the lack of knowledge I will die with? So I'm trying to gain knowledge. They trying to kill me from gaining knowledge. But I said, how come the man is the head? Because they the God. But hold on. The love of money is the root of all evil. The root, the stem, the seed. So me going to implant a seed, I gotta use money. But isn't the love? Isn't me using my money because I'm trying to gain her love? See, I'm not playing with words. Just think about that under that perception, what you putting out there for the young men and women to understand. Let's do this again. The love of money is the root of all evil. But you're putting out there for me to have love to your hurt. I should have to pay for everything. That shows the love of. Let's do it a different way. My money, because I have and don't have my income in my bank account, just because I have a good lineup of investment, is that going to what's that word? Carry over into my love? Do that carry over into my character, in my position? Is that carrying over? See, people, you can feel me where I'm coming from. See, people is not justified by the traditional rule. See, the traditional rule, the traditional order. See, you will feel me. But the people that don't, that's like, I'm just trying to. And the one man said, how come I had to do this? And he said, he already accumulated a man. And it's funny when men do it. This is not a they call it a slap, a clap back, or a call out. It's actually a question. He said, I'm lazy because I don't want to just give him. She just taken from me. I'm lazy. So, and I watch. I didn't even bring up, I started to, but the spirit kept saying, don't even say that. Keep asking them questions. See? And then I learned, and the spirit showed me right there. You can't ask questions to all people. Because I Googled them. The man said he read an article like why a man should always pay. And he said why a man should not always pay. And he gave up to what I said. I'm trying to woo her. I didn't know. And even the women kept saying, I don't have to pay. I was like, cool, I don't have to pay. Let's go to a festival. She was like, but I still want you to. I was like, okay, I can pay for gas. But I was like, but everything kept coming down to me. I was like, just take away me paying. How would you feel about me? The woman was like, well, that's not showing me that you're covering me. And they wanted to add in protection. I didn't know me paying for you is protection. And I don't want to leave you obligated. And then if you don't feel obligated, so why should I feel obligated to only pay? See, I'm like, just be logical. But this is life. See, life got us in a grip hold. It's a stronghold that we can't break free. One moment. That is the bathroom. So I'm gonna say logic in the overall conclusion. So logic is only set up so that it makes sure that a person can cover themselves, but at the same time, it's only logical to them because I have to have a volume of truth. Like saying this in the world we are set up in now, because it got set up this way. If I don't pay my rent, I don't have an apartment to live in, right? Should they go to the saying, if I don't pay the date, I cannot still woo the woman. So it's logical. So basically, if you don't do what the person wants you to do, it's control. So when I said that's control, the woman said, if the administrator of the building come in and tell you to go home, is that control? I said no. She walked away, and then that's when I learned the other woman and the guy walked away because I was trying to get understanding. They kept saying I wasn't listening, but I would listen. But then I was like, is that the only way? They didn't want to hear my. So I know we're gonna never have this conversation again. So when the lady left out the room, I was like, see you later. She just looked at me, but she was crying about her daughter because she didn't. So, but logically, just because she had the money, and this is what I'm learning, just because you a parent and you make good money, that don't mean your child automatically gonna learn how to pay bills and do their money the correct way. It's still a case, and I like the gentleman. I started following on Instagram. And his Instagram, it was to me, and that's what I liked him, because he wasn't bashing me as a man. He wouldn't say you're not a real man if you don't do this, this, and that, and that. He didn't say that. He said, like experience in life, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't feel right. It was, I'm just quoting, like I didn't say his quote because it won't recall because I just read it before I got on my live, because I had to really sit there in the spirit and I slept on it and the spirit woke me up and it literally gave me like, but you rather take from the man. It's okay, you know, and if a woman can't understand that, I don't know I don't understand women. And you know the conclusion the other lady said too. And I keep hearing this from women. That's why I would say men are from Venus and men are from Venus, women are from Mars. We're not supposed to understand each other. Wow. But she said she looked at God for the man to be the head. The creator, she said God though. But the creator called me to be the head, but you can't communicate with me, but you will have expectations. So within life, I learned you gotta really take life as you are. And if you want to have a life with another person, a man or female, like if that's your guy friend, you got to really talk about like, yo, man, it's a boundary you don't set. Maybe when she's single, you do that. But when you're not single, you don't do that. Maybe when you have a child, but when you don't have a child, you don't do that. It's but then it's like now, how more ready are you? Like a woman say, well, you're not ready for a relationship because you go to a strip club. That has something to do with my relationship with you. That was me I was single too. And that's the funny part. We always associate how we want to associate. And our logic is, I'm not going to say you a hoe because you having sex with multiple men. I'm going to ask you why you do that. And in the concept she has learned, is love. But the man she received, she might have had sex with the first hour she met him, but she married him and they've been together 30, 40 years. Now, I know story. And it's like, why? Because they talked. He really got to know her. We looking at like, oh, that's gonna die. You're going to hell. You have the kid. It's like the children of the youth of the next generation gonna hear that, and we wonder why. Like I see a person, and I see them again later. I was like, they got worse because they kept trying to they didn't keep what the Creator gave them. If anything, young men and women, I want you to keep yourself. Like it's like define what respect is to you. And I mean truly seek out what is seek out what you want to really know. Like if you want to know why the guy left you or that woman left you or why this is happening, why is when I pour water into the sand, it get like gritty, but then a lot of it saturates the sand and it become muddy. Why does that happen to the dirt? Why? It's like I go from relationship to that. Like from the smallest speck on the ground to the stuff, you can actually look it up. It's gonna have truth, but it's gonna have not all truth because if you try to study outer space, we never really been there. It's so much unknown. But if I look at you face to face and I can say, "Hey, hold on, OJ," my nickname, they call me OJ. Why you did that? I really want to know because I helped you. It's like I could actually ask the person and get a real, and that's what I'm really was trying to seek from the women that keep telling me they keep because they got a thing since I'm 35 and no kids. I don't have a jail. I don't have the average black man that they're used to. I can say it like that, quote unquote black man. So I get the why aren't you married? Why aren't you this? But as soon as I say I'm strong and I'm a good man, they'll vouch for that. But then when it comes to that's like, well, that's why you single. That's why you gonna be single. But you advocating then that, and this is good. Like even the gentleman have. I like the way he worded about Sierra's song "Level Up." How Sierra got with Bow Wow, Future, and a lot of other men she had been in a relationship and she had sex with. But then Russell Westbrook was that good guy. I'm not gonna say because he was a Christian that came along. He fathered a child with her, but then he had a child. Sierra had a child or two already with the other guy that was not so great to women and still not so great. He's trying to get better or whatever. Cool. And then she made a song. He got to level up. But what is and it got the women thinking. Finally, the women are starting to understand. Good. What you would like to see in a man, and that. I'm happy finally. So now, if I have a child, or I'm gonna be most likely, I'm just gonna become a foster parent. I ain't gonna speak the knots in my life. Probably become more of a foster parent, and I can show like young men like this is you really got something to look for. Like women, like when you go to school now and good grades, women actually see that as wow, he's putting energy and effort into this. Not that it's not that like school sucks or that they're not giving us the information. It's not even that. It's like wow, that mean he got a backing too. That mean he got somebody that care for him. He's coming to school. He's not talking like how we say reckless. She not being ratchet. She not like she's showing her sexuality, but it's a cutoff point. She got big breasts, but she got the right mother to make sure that her bra fit her right, so she don't have a nipple slip. Her booty that she wearing tight spandex pants to work out or to even walk around in, but it's not in her crotch. She got a mother and a father that's guiding her, and she got senses like that can give me a yeast infection. Wow, this can be look. It's and she's not waiting for a validation, but this can be perceived as something else. Like if I walk around smoking weed and trying to teach or in guide, that would look kind of funny. If I'm smoking, I'm storing. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Yeah, I'm drunk. Yeah. See, that won't matter to people because they're doing it. It's okay to live in. It's the squander in their negative, their weakness, and they're wrong. I'm not talking about we don't do wrong, but I'm saying we getting to the point where that's okay. But with that, if Sierra really trying to say what I mean, she's like, I did make a mistake with those guys. I'm not gonna call them names because I had a choice to receive or not to receive, to be or not to be. So this part of life. She's using and everything I'm saying. I don't keep saying it's part of life because the name of my title, but it's just to let people know this is part of life. The young men and women like this, you did. It's not a mistake. It's an era of a way because you saw a way because you thought that was what it's supposed to be. You thought that was for you, but when you searched out your heart, your feelings, emotion, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, you mentally and in your heart, you was like, wow, So I do want Russell Wilson, not the I have Future real name or the Bow Wow. Can't recall their real name right now. I cannot recall, but I don't want them type of guys. And because in that moment of their life, they was a player. That don't make them bad because they was. But if they was going to be in a relationship, they should have been more of a togetherness. They should have been more committed. It do make sense. You should be loyal. You should have that understanding of maturity. I am going to be mature about this, and not if I was thinking about Sierra, I wouldn't have messed with this Becky over here, this Mammy, this Snow Bunny, whatever you want to call a women, the augmented plastic booty like Sierra called. I bet you start loving me when I start loving somebody else. All them big booty women, the fake plastic booty, the collagen lips. It makes sense. So like Sierra's beautiful, so she can lead the way. But not all women look like Sierra. Not all women gonna have that physique. So we started looking into the body parts of people, the attractiveness. You're not only attractive by your body, but your personality and character. So if my only attraction level to get you to be attracted to me is my money because I paid, but you keep saying that's not the reason, then what is my attraction level to you? Because you don't want to see me no more because I didn't pay for a meal. That goes well with everybody. That works in your heart. If your heart's saying that's okay, cool. But don't look down on people. I'm not looking down on them. I was really asking a real genuine question because I know I just learned that's a good word to be with, to be of, and with in you, genuine. That's a good word to be a part. Genuine is like it's natural. I'll naturally care. Like you're not gonna really find a person that just naturally, and natural don't mean you was born with it. I mean over a time, like man, like if I really don't want to be jealous, I gotta get away people that it's like I gotta get away from them for a while. These are jealous people. Get around people that's like, I do care because I love people. I do care because this hurt my heart. And after a while, you form a general understanding. Don't use the word like. I'm trying to get away. And there's words I don't use like and yeah, yam. I know yam and yeah, YAM or YEA. Some reason came to me as murder, death, kill. I don't know, but if a word comes to me in more than one way as different meanings, I'm not going to use it. Because a lot of words we do use, and I see somebody like, dang, they got messed up. I'm not going to use that word. And I don't have, and this is the understanding of life. When you don't have a lot of hurts and pains, you're going to go through some like iniquities of the trials and tribulations because life was here before you. The earth was here before me. Only 35. This world in AC or whatever you want to call it is in the year 2018. I was born in 1982. That's 35 years. About to be 36 years in November 15. It's like it's more to that. It's not just one finite answer. There's one not, and you gotta know. But there's still a right and a wrong, a good and a bad, and positive and a negative. It can be positive and still have a negative outcome. I can be there helping someone and have a negative outcome because I helped them too much. Like if you're gonna say, like example, if I'm here to rehabilitate you, I gotta see if you can stand up on your own because I gotta make the diagnose. I gotta what's the word? Supervise to tell to my supervisor. Be like, I'll look at you. So when I'm washing you up, like I'm the certified nurse assistant. This is an example. I'm caring for you. See, the nurse that's handing you your meds, making like if they doing your pulse, making sure you're breathing all right. They're doing different things. Because giving you meds do occupy your mind. Because you're giving meds to more than one person. See, I am washing you up. But I'm not. My mind is not occupied with. I gotta count the equation of how many meds you got today and yesterday. I gotta learn some. My mind is as I'm washing you up. I'm not focused on math. Like 1, 2, 3, scrub. One. I'm not going. So you're going 1, 2, 3. You had this. So one third or two tenths. See, yeah, her mind or his mind is going to be occupied on the correct amount. I gotta focus on. I just gave you a bath, and your right shoulder have a red mark. Let me report this. So let me and the nurse go look at it together. See, in my life, I know it involved more than just one finite reason. That's why we partner. That's why we do have the skills training. I had to learn 24 skills, even though I only did 3 on the test. But the most important part of the skills I learned was, and you can use, and I'm using this for life. This is about life. Was my introduction when I knocked on the door. My introduction, and I still do it. I still do it. And I had to, and then me and my introduction reminds the other CNA like this is not. I knock on the door. Hi, my name is Otha Williams Jr. You can call me OJ. I am your CNA, but I'm the nurse assistant for a day. It's nice to meet you. And I give my handshake. And I notice this is your name. What would you like to be called? They tell me. Okay, I already washed my hands. So, okay. And I close the door. And I'm going to put on Don and put on my gloves. And basically, based on what they need, that's how I go about it. But then I make sure that if I'm cleaning them with the right way from front to back, and I'm wiping, and I'm constantly using that motion. I'm flipping over my rag or getting a new rag or a towel to dry, to clean, or the rinse. Or if I'm in the shower, they're using the right etiquettes. All right, can you lift your right arm? All right, I'm washing your hands. Are you in any pain? It's like I'm saying this. How was your day? And I really care. Or they're already talking about their day. It's like, hey, this is entertaining today. I watched this movie. Oh, okay. Well, oh, that's a good movie. I've seen that before. I get my input. Yeah, I thought it was this way. But they were like, oh, okay. Well, why? Then they actually, why do you think that way? But then the end part, that was that part. I'm done washing them and cleaning them up. After we taking the shower, okay. Let me go get the nurse because she got to apply this ointment or this treatment to you before put the rest of your clothes on or your or whatever. We do that. And all right, when as I leave the room, I'm like, you need anything else? They might say yes, and most likely they do because they finally remember what they're needed. It could have been even from yesterday because they're recovering. It's rehabilitation. I'm noticing, but it's all connected in part. See, the resident, me, the nurse, back to the unit, to everybody. So now the next people come in, well, Mrs. So-and-so, Jane Doe, had a red mark on their butt. You want to watch for that. Make sure that cream that's on the bathroom. But before I leave her room, I gotta get through this, make sure I had to have their call light to reach me. But I'm going to be walking back and forth. They can call on me. But that's just more of a, oh, they got that light. I can hear the noise too. It alerts me a little bit better. And I'm walking back and forth anyway. I'm not just, even though I know there's a break part, because you don't have to stand up all day. I am a human just like they are human. So we're gathering information and we are doing it collectively. But in life, if we just stop doing a collective gathering and just, I'm going to end it at this with love. Because this is needed too. Care, kindness, helping and assisting, and just already had this expectation. I don't care if it's even, it could be traditional talk. We got to remember there's children that don't even understand yet. So you just tell them this is how it is. But and you want and one thing I'm gonna say, and I said it again, suicides. Because you telling me I'm bad. I have got, that would make me, if I didn't know who I was, I'd have sat there and was like, damn, I won't find love because I don't see money or me paying as this. And I'm not saying it right, but I don't see money as my showing what type of character I have as a man. That's not showing that I can or cannot protect you. That's not showing that I can or not take care of you. That's not showing you that I'm catering to you. I'm asking for the simple. It's simple. Why do I have to be a certain way? But I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to build up, form, and create a bond that I never had before, that you never had. But since my money, people's like, well, if you can pay your tithes and offering, that's showing your creator. Well, my money's not going to the creator, it's going to people. and that came about the other way. But after to get into it, but my money, and you don't understand. So if I'm helping people, and I met one lady, she's just like, wow, I'm I'm asking you because I know you will do it, but I understand when you can't because I know. And I was like that felt. I like when I feel warm in my heart when the woman be like, I really see what he talking about. He care about me, but I gotta care about him. I gotta show him. It's like I'm wooing a woman. I'm showing her I care. But after a while, even in the beginning, she gonna be like, damn, do she? I'm thinking like, do she really care about me? Because she just want me to spend, spend, spend. But that caused me, whether I have a lot of money or not, because I have money when I go on dates. That's not the point. But it's like, do she care that I just spent all this money on her? Whether the date and the women tried to beat me down for saying, would you take, because go to take a woman to McDonald's, would you go? She said, no, I can go myself. But just like you just said that, if you make more money than me, can't you go yourself? But why is it so important that I'm spending? And I was like, man, we can go on a trip. I can fly around the world with this money. With if that's your thing, wouldn't you want to do a event or have a situation that's greater? I'm gonna leave this alone because in the spirit know where all man beings starting to begin that. He don't literally like have our life mapped out. But he knows like dang like he knows what type of people we are. But if we could only just in life just come across as that's just the way it is, we don't have to think about it. Just we're gonna keep failing our children. It's gonna fail. They're gonna want to be with other race of men. They're gonna want to hate you. They're gonna want to hate their friend. They're gonna run a rebel because they're gonna sit there and be like, it's like why? Why is it that I meet people, white people older than me that actually have more information about my culture than my culture given to me, or I have to go and look for her? It's like that's crazy. It's like we don't have no true understanding, but you just want stuff to happen. So, and we want to say a man is entitled, but wouldn't that make a woman entitled? So the logic went to me when the man had wrote, not always pay for date because we was shown, but it showed like if the woman really cared about you, and if you really cared about him, or vice versa, how are we going to look spin this or look at the way? Why is it so prevalent that he just do everything in the beginning, but then woman can keep all the things she have, but saying she don't need to struggle, but it's okay because I guarantee you, even Donald Trump, I'm using him as an example. Melanie Trump don't. I'm guarantee you she has, and the girl and the lady that even said the one lady that she's Thai, she's from Thai, but she's finally a citizen, saying her man always pay for everything. That's the man she want to be with. That's a real man. And she kept concluding saying, "Why I'm making it personal?" But I was like, "But you keep saying this is how it is. It won't be no difference with another." But I'm not. You're not looking for another man. But it's things I could have said. It was like, "Why he ain't married you yet? Why after 21 years you still don't have another child?" And it's like so, and it's not a diss to her. It's to challenge her view of her own mind. But it became a diss. But it became a diss when I said that shows me that a woman don't care. That literally showed me that a woman don't care about me. That's what I was trying to explain to Elizabeth that I brought $300 down. I have more than in my bank account, but you literally spent my last 33 cents. You had it down to a T. It just so when I say one, I say on to all. It's your choice. It's your path. It's your journey. Choose wisely. You have a great day. Be great within yourself. You are the investment. Don't allow other people's ways to become your ways. If you know if you need some understanding of life, go seek it. And there's people out there. Why would you ask information from a person that's not married to a person? Why would you seek information like if you're a good-hearted person and that person don't have no inkling of being good-hearted back? And that's what I'm learning. I'm asking, and when I asked that, when I Googled that, and that man gave me that, I'm like, he's a good heart because he covered himself and her. That's why I'm covered, but I'm covering you. Why? I just met you. only known you. But then women like, well, I knew him from a whole bunch of years. But then I met another woman. I have two different sides of the field from two women that are older than me and that view relationships a different way. So sometimes it do take more than one. And I watch the different experiences. And it's not a bash to nobody. I don't have children. So being a woman with children that's not disciplined will kind of bother me. That's just wild and they don't listen. Being with a woman that tells me that I have to pay, but then the other men have not, she haven't made it like the woman that said, well, I asked her, well, what were we doing? Monica, she made it sure, like she made it known you're not for me, but she was still having sex with her ex. Her ex, she won't change her phone number. So it's like you still giving him power, but you made sure the man that treated you with etiquette, courtesy, and respect, you made it known, you laid down the law and said you made it known that God has a man for you with me. But with the man that broke your foot that you was having sex with and you gave your heart to, you didn't lay down the law with him. But that's just the way the depiction of, and I want young men and women to really think about what I say. Not on the coin, it's not a hate. See, people say it's a jealous, and I feel like this deja vu. It's probably about my first video, and again, my first video didn't record and it didn't process. And so I should have just waited to format it. So that's what you to really think. Challenge your mind and heart. Like, okay, God challenges you. That's why he gave you a trial. But it's not a trial that you couldn't prevail in. You can't, it's a veil. Can you get much out of it? That's what you're looking for. If what you're getting out of it is not under care and love and the values and morals and ethics, what is the purpose? You be great. Shalom.